am I holding a vintage York milled 45? Because today's entry in the Vintage Home Gym Archive is one of the biggest collectors of milled Yorks that I think I've ever known. Mr. Keith, Big Keith Honeycutt at the No Whine Cellar has lots of York milled plates. He also has other vintage weights that I think you'll enjoy. He's been a big supporter of Vintage Weights PGH, and he's just a really cool guy. He's a competitive power lifter, and he knows his stuff when it comes to York barbell. He's got a little thing with the color orange. Most of his gym is orange, which you will see. Thanks so much, Keith, for jumping into the archive. And everyone, remember to stop by VintageWeightsPGH.com to check out Keith's interview, where he explains why the milled plates, why the color orange, and why vintage weights.
Hey Rob, thanks for having me on your channel. Hello YouTube, this is the No Whine Cellar. It is a powerlifting home-based gym that solely features vintage York plates, vintage York dumbbells with a lot of new modern Rogue squat racks and barbells. So we've got 2 Rogue squat stands, competition bench press, reverse hyper, another RM3 from Rogue, deadlift platform, leg extension, leg curl machine, and then the centerpiece is the Yorks are going to be my full round head set. So when I say full, I'm not exaggerating. A lot of people just consider, you know, they skip over a lot of the little guys. So we got the 0.5, the paperweights, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no 11s, and then it jumps to 12, then up to 15, and then 5 pounds all the way up to 100. I'd say 90% of these are pre-USA. Some of them are USA stamped. I personally like my big boys to be USA stamped because they're more accurate. I've had some pre-USA 100s, 95s, 90s that were all 2 to 4 pounds off. So I ended up actually trading and bartering away and getting rid of some of the really off ones. I've got some blobs down here. Some of you really loyal roundhead guys aren't going to be a fan of blobs, but those all came off super bent or loose heads. Got a pair of York dumbbells, Olympic loadable dumbbells from York. Those are kind of a pretty nifty grab. I've got honestly about, I want to say I'm up to 29 pairs of milled 45s totaling just over 4,000 pounds. I want to say it's 4,300 pounds. And then I've got 5 pairs of York deep dish. So we've got 4 completely outfitted plate trees with milled plates. Just an excessive amount of plates, but I have a lot of friends that come over and will power lift with us. So never running out of plates is always a good thing. One of my favorite things that I got right now is the York marked 45 deep dish. So I've got, like I said, I've got 5 total pairs, but I've only got the 1 pair that's actually marked 45 because it actually has the 45 on it. Versus the more commonly we found the no 45 on it, but it's just a known 45, but it doesn't actually have the mark. But that took me quite a few years to actually find that pair. Slowly acquired all the milled era plates maybe about 5 years ago. Got to where I just had a very large amount of cap plates and kind of realized how inaccurate they were. And my buddy started acquiring York weights and sold me on the fact that you can get them somewhat relatively cheap, somewhat kind of common to find-ish, but they're, you know, very tight weight tolerances. York split sleeve curl bar. I think I've had 2 or 3 of those over the years. I've only kept the 1. I actually like that one the best. The other one was in a little worse shape. I do have a York split sleeve power bar with the center on the knurling. That's I actually had to trade away some, I think it was some good plates, like GOOD. I think that's what it was. Maybe the different brand, I don't know. It was one of those more obscure weight companies that everybody goes Google over. Regular run-of-the-mill split sleeve Olympic bar. I think I've got 2 more of these in storage, just kind of rusting away in the garage. Don't really use the York bars all that much. Like I said, I like my powerlifting bars, but really can't beat the York milled plates. Like I said, I've got an entire gym full of them. I just love them. I will use the deep dish plates periodically. I deadlifted 405 with them. I've squatted 405 with them. Regularly will bench with them. I just try to keep them off limits for my friends who come over and train. So yeah, here is the No Whine Cellar. We pretty much been solely outfitted with York plates the last 5 years. I'm still on the hunt to buy more York plates. I just got a deal the other day and basically got a pair of 45s and a bunch of change plates for free after I sold off some other stuff that I purchased with the deal. So solely built the entire gym, just, you know, buying and reselling stuff on Craigslist and Marketplace. So the weights are out there. It's just a matter of putting the effort in to find them, guys. So that is my York collection. That is my vintage collection. I know some of the more loyal guys to just collecting in general might not love my gym because it's pretty much, hey, I just have York dumbbells. Hey, I just have York milled plates. I just have York deep dish. I don't have a whole lot of this other brand. I'm too OCD to mix and match my plates to where it would just drive me crazy if I had a variety of plates. So this is me. I love milled plates. Honestly, they're, for the price that you can get them, you can pretty much always find them at $1 a pound-ish. With, you know, post-COVID, it's probably a lot more nowadays, but I never paid more than $1 a pound for any of my milled plates. So they are out there. You can build a very extensive collection of very accurate functional weight plates with, you know, just finding them on the used market. So this is it, guys. Thanks, Rob, for having me on your channel.